All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Generational sabotage. We deal with the men, we deal with the women. So let's start with the men. So you're supposed to make sure your kids and grandkids have some kind of inheritance. So why this is sabotage? I'm gonna get into sabotage. So what you decided to do is turn up your whole fucking life, and then you don't have shit when you die. You have nothing to pass on but a gold chain, a fucking car, and a bunch of pictures of shit that you was doing to enjoy yourself. You didn't invest. You don't have anything to pass down to anybody but some bullshit, like some clothes, some shoes, like I said, some jewelry, maybe a car. No land. And then you tell your kid, you have your sons, I'm gonna raise my sons to be a man, but you never tell them the things they need to know in manhood. Like, look, you can't do all of that stuff, because if you do it that way, it's gonna you still have people to look after and provide for. You can't just turn up your whole life. It's not gonna go well. You might have a good time, but you might be, shooting the generations after you in the foot. Everything is in moderation, just moderation. You get what I'm saying? Then you get the ones who look at the younger generation as lotto tickets, because they spent their whole life fucking up, and that's, you probably 2 generations deep into that, more than 2. When the people like, you gonna make it, you gonna make it for all of us, you gonna do it, you gonna go to the league, you gonna I don't know, you gonna get hit by a spaceship in Kansas and have mystical magical powers where you could fly and you'll be strong. You're faster than a speeding bullet and can leap tall mountains in a single bound. You get what I'm saying? That kind of shit. And then you put all that pressure on somebody. A grown fucking man puts all that pressure on a goddamn kid, and then awaiting to turn on the kid if they don't make it. Like, I can't believe it. It's about, I don't know, 250,000 families right now who swear to God, this kid is the next LeBron. He gonna get us out. Why y'all don't pool y'all minds and resources together and get the family out? Y'all wait on the fucking kid with no guidance from the male family. And I'm not talking about because they're not there, because even when they're there, and I'm gonna get to that part on the female part. It's all about get us out, give us free. Here's the number one problem. Because say they do give you free, your liabilities. How are your liabilities? Because you've never taught maintenance. That's why you have hordes of millionaires, 100,000aires, 1,000aires out here whose primary goal with their riches is spending. Look at that. I bought that. You see that? Because I got money. I bought that. You see that? Because I got money. I bought that right there because I got money. I got this right here, right here, right here. Oh man, that cost me a whole lot of money. And people on the outside like, you dumb motherfucker. You spending every last dime you got. So by the time you die, your whole family gonna be back to square one with your uncle James. 67 years ago got us out. You're going to be the second Uncle James to get us out. You're going to get us back out. And this time we ain't going to fuck it up again. Instead of saying, oh, don't do that. Do this. Say no to them. But I love them and they love me. And they bought me Kool-Aid one time when I was thirsty in the summer, so at least I should give them 10,000 for that. Get the fuck out of here. Say no. Why? Start a business. Why? Because Everybody ain't gonna have the opportunity. See, there's plenty of people with the skill. That's not the problem. The opportunity is the thing. Your family may need an opportunity to have some, you know, generating residual income, dividends. But, hey, now, the sabotage with the women. Perpetuating this spending thing, because that's where it comes from. I'm important if I got this, and I have this person, these shoes, and I bought this necklace, and this, I got my hair done this certain way, and all of this cost me $20,000. Oh, I am so special, and your special ass gonna be broke, and you're gonna break the whole family so you can feel good temporarily. So see, it's a whole different. The generational sabotage from the female thing is a whole different thing, because it's generational sabotage on a feeling. I felt good last week. Okay, this week we starving. I know we starving, but you remember last week when it felt so good? I don't give a fuck about last week. My stomach growling. Fuck last week. When it comes to parenting, I don't want you. Your daddy, I don't want you around your daddy. You got to rely on your mama. Your mama is the queen of the universe. Your mama says it all, goes it all. It's a matriarchal society. And then life slaps the kids in the face, and you turn around and pull this stunt. It wouldn't be this bad if your father was around. Wasn't you the same person that said you the mother and the father? Wasn't you the same person that said they don't need a daddy? Wasn't you the same person that didn't answer the phone when the father called? Wasn't you the same person that didn't answer the door when the father came by? Wasn't you the same person that when it was time for a kid to be with their father, you called the cops and created a scene? So now all of a sudden, after you fucked up, if their father would have been around. Wasn't you the same person that went to the school and told, if the dad comes, y'all better call the police because he ain't supposed to be? That's you. That was you, right? Wasn't you the same person that sent the kids to the counselor? Go tell them that your daddy crazy. Wasn't you the same person that got the kids put on ADD medication so you can get government benefits? And now they liver fucked up, and they stunted growth, and they got all kind of emotional issues. That's sabotage. So you can feel good and get a check, and then ultimately wind up by your goddamn self in poverty, thinking struggle is the thing to be. And you can't tell your kids that you a fuck up, because they will go against everything mama taught. And you got adults now, grown, realizing they have to learn how to be adults as adults, because the adults in their lives were fuck ups who couldn't admit they were fuck ups because it doesn't fit the narrative that they've been given their whole lives. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Don't you? You know when you're an adult and you look back like, you know what, my daddy ain't shit. This motherfucker here. How the fuck you mean to tell me you spent your whole life doing that shit, now you want to come around talking about we need to form a relationship after, cause you too old to get in the club, motherfucker. Okay. Then you on the flip side, my mama ain't shit. You was a hoe. A lying hoe at that. And now that I'm an adult, I realize you was a terrible lying hoe. And then they teach you all these bad habits. And then once you were programmed with all the negative, stupid, miserable, life-creating bad habits that they have instilled in you, they could look at you dead in your face. You 18, you grown. You want your own. You know, I ain't got no. You a grown man. You a grown woman. You need to go out there and handle your business. I don't even know how to budget. You ain't never teach me that because you was bullshitting. Well, that ain't my problem. Because when you turn 18, you should magically know how to budget. I don't know nothing about stocks, bonds, and investing because you never taught me. That ain't my problem. You're supposed to magically learn about stock. But I do know every motherfucking song and drink cocktail mixture and how to roll a joint, motherfucker, because I learned that from you, right? Well, when times get tough, you can ease your mind with a little of this wine. You taught me that if times get stressful, I could just fuck my way out of it. Whew. That felt so good. That felt so good. Now my life's back to sucking. How am I fix it? We can't tell you that, cause and what makes the generational problem, the generational sabotage even worse is when you figure out how to get it together. Who comes to you? The same older, grown, should have known this shit by now, motherfuckers, don't they? You know, I need you to, I need you to, I didn't even know how to do that. You know, yeah, I'm 30 years older than you, but I never, nobody ever taught me that. And I never even thought about that. You know, I never thought about having different income streams. They just told me to work and go work and go home, and on Friday when you get paid, go to the club. That's all I wanted in my life. But now that I see that you've learned some things on your own because you were grown and I didn't really teach you shit, so you had to figure it all out. Now you figured out more than me. You know, why don't you kick me off a little bit of something? Why don't you take care of mama? You know, I need a little money. I need a little money from bingo. And then why I say that sabotage? Let me guess. Let me hear you out. Let me explain something to you why at the end. Because now the same people that didn't teach you shit, who want to live off of you, created people like that you and I date and deal with. Matter of fact, who you and I may have married and have kids with, right? And so now you got a person who's been sabotaged, who's an adult, who may be having to deal with sabotage with the family that they've created, dealing with a parents or people their parents' age who are milking, who are trying to milk them at least, and their spouse trying to milk them, and at the same time destroying their kids' legacy. All the while, nobody gives a fuck. Until somebody say, hey, if I give all this shit to you, and I give all this shit to you, what's the baby gonna have? Well, we go back to the line. Well, when that baby is 18, they grown. They can do it on their own. Oh, so I'm supposed to help a 59-year-old motherfucker that never taught me nothing, help myself, help somebody of my gender, not of my gender, I mean, my of the opposite sex, who may or may not be able to help themselves, and also make sure the kids stabilize in their future. No. And then when you say no, the people, those adults who never taught you shit, and whatever adult that's your age that you may be dealing with, or friends that you may be associated with, fucking for some odd reason come together like super friends and super twins, and sabotage powers activate to try to fuck up your life. So you make sure, unless you make theirs better and fuck up your own kids' lives. This is the generational sabotage that I do not like. Peace.